Hey, Kimberly Clark here. I wanted to give you just a personal introduction of who I am and what I have to offer. So, I'm a Navy veteran, a certified peer support specialist for the Louisiana Department of Health. And I want to speak to youth about managing internal and external conflict, about leadership skills, communication skills, bullying, vaping, about managing the internal and external conflict that we all have, right? And so I know that our youth are struggling right now. They're struggling with, maybe home life or maybe being picked on in school or maybe not feeling enough on the inside. And listen, I've been there. I've been to that place. I went to the Navy at 17 years old. I experienced military sexual trauma and then struggled with addiction and alcoholism for about 10 years after that. And so it took me just that long to find my purpose and find who I was and also who I wasn't. And I don't want our youth to have to go through that. I don't want them to have to choose to cope with drugs and alcohol, to cope in unhealthy ways, to take out their anger in the most unhealthy way. So allow me to give back what was so freely given to me and the grace and the mercy that was placed on my life and the skills and two set and all the things that I've learned over the years, right? And so our youth need us. Our youth need us to speak up and to use our voice to tell them what we've been through, to tell them the lessons that they need to learn, to show them a living, breathing testimony of what picking your life back up can do, of what change can happen, because you don't have to stay stuck, regardless of your past, regardless of your circumstances, regardless of what your mother did, what your dad did, regardless. They need to see a living example of how change can happen and what change can do. I was literally in and out of jail, in and out of rehab, in and out of psychiatric units, thinking that I was crazy, thinking that something was wrong with me because of my low self esteem. I didn't have any confidence whatsoever. I had so many insecurities. And I know that our youth can resonate with that. They can see that. They can hone in on that. And I gave up on life. I gave up on who I was, right? And so I want them to see that regardless of what you did, right? Regardless of how it started, even in a day, you can literally choose to change your day anytime you choose. And I want to be that living example. I am that living example. And if you would allow me, I can speak to our youth. I can help push them and motivate them in the right direction and spark that change that they need, because everybody just needs to hear something that they can resonate with, something that can give them some clarity in their life. So, man, I've talked for a while, haven't I? But yes, if you would allow me to have the opportunity to speak, I would be honored to do so in your school district. Thank you so very much for your time and consideration. See you guys later.